Hi everyone, this is Heba from My Little Journal, and today I'm going to do a little flip through of my Studio Calico Traveler's Notebook. This is June 2018, and I decided to just kind of keep my Traveler's Notebooks from Studio Calico like monthly documenting. So obviously that is June, so I just stamped out June 2018. This is a stamp set. It's called Monthly Matters from Feed Your Craft, and I'm loving it to stamp the month in my little box. And every notebook has these little boxes, so I've just been using that to add the month. This is journal number 16. I did not add the month. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know I always add the date I started and the day I ended. But because this is pictures from the month of June, I decided not to do that in these Traveler's Notebooks. And if you're not familiar with Studio Calico's Traveler's Notebooks, the notebook is already filled with patterned paper, so it really makes the process really easy to create your spread because there's already patterns in there, if that makes sense. My first spread is a picture of my sister and I. Kept it very simple. I matched my layers, my patterns, to the patterned paper that was already in the Traveler's Notebook, and I just stamped out It's Fun Doing Nothing Together. This is a Kelly Perky stamp, and I of course added some flowers to match my pattern and these strips of patterned paper just to bring in some of that kind of orangey, peachy color to the right side of my spread. I've shared this on YouTube. I had this 4x8 photo of my daughter while we were on our family vacation, and there was this pattern on the already there in the notebook, but it was kind of too busy for me and too dark, so I brightened it up by adding a strip of blue to match the pattern, and then added my title using some Kelly Perky alpha stamps, and these I believe were from one of my Studio Calico stamp sets. Just added a few little chipboards here and there and called it done. This is a layout where I was documenting my love of playing cards with my brothers and how much I hate playing cards with my brothers because they are sore losers and winners, and I never learned, but I still play with them, and my cards were horrible, so I used the Feed Your Craft Tough Stuff stamp set to document this layout. I love the pattern that came with the notebook. It has like this beautiful purple in there, so I just matched my papers to that pattern. Used the stamp set to add Nope, Not Today, It Will Be Okay, and little things like that. And I was really happy that I was able to use my crystal drops, the purple and the lilac. I never get to use those because I don't really use a lot of purple in my spreads. This is a spread documenting our travels to the Philippines, and this pattern was already on the notebook, and I just used the here to add my photo to the bottom. This is just a picture of our flight. This was our first flight traveling to the Philippines, and it was a 14.5-hour flight. I journaled about that, used some Studio Calico stamps to add On Our Way and Family Vacation, and this acrylic star, not acrylic, that's acetate star, came with the Traveler's Notebook that month. What I love about these Traveler's Notebooks that you can kind of play around with the patterns and what you use and not use. And the pattern was this little, or this pink side of my spread. It had Do What Makes Your Soul Happy. And on the opposite side, it was kind of like a blue, and I forgot what was on there, but I didn't want to use that pattern. So what I decided to do was cut it in half, stick it to the pink pattern paper, and that way the flip side had this pink graph, so it would match really nicely with my pink pattern paper and the title, and kind of build on that title, if that makes sense. So it was a really easy thing to do. I just literally trimmed it down in half and stuck it to the pink pattern paper and documented my love for ice cream. And I used that mini title to kind of finish off my title. So it ended up saying, Do What Makes Your Soul Happy and Eat More Ice Cream. I had a little boo-boo here when I was stamping out ice cream, but I'm not going to talk about how I fixed it because I do have a process video for that, and I will add it up at the eye and you can see how this spread came together. but I really, really love this spread, and I just really love playing with this notebook and changing up the patterns to suit what I'm working on. I did not share this on YouTube, but this layout was documenting one of my favorite breakfast spots to eat, and what I always order when we go there. But I had the Kelly Perky breakfast kit. So what I did was I cut down one of those 3x4 cards and added breakfast. I used the stamp set. I added some journaling. And these days of the weeks were in my stash forever. I believe they are from Ali Edwards. And this was the perfect time to use them. They kind of matched these striped colors on the left side. And I just did a little cluster and added some stamping behind it, and I even added some crystal drops just to bring in all the colors together. And I'm really happy that I was able to use these chipboards. This spread I created for Feed Your Craft, and I used the Soak Up the Fun kit. Love this pattern that came with the Traveler's Notebook. And using the kit worked so well because that orange kind of matched, and I added some of the pink and the mustard and all that good stuff. And I was documenting a photo of my brother and I being silly and making some duck faces. I used the stamp set that came with the kit to add a little summer getaway, hangout at the pool. I even forgot to fill that out. Let's do that now because we were at the pool. And just little things like that. I, of course, layered my photo, and I do have a process video for this. And by the way, this was a 3x4 card, and I just changed the size to fit into my Traveler's Notebook. This is another simple, but yet one of my favorite spreads. I had this 4x6 photo that just didn't work in my project life, and I had it was an extra. So I decided to add it in my Traveler's Notebook. I'm not really big on using 4x6s and 3x4s in my Traveler's Notebook, but I went with it and I really like how it turned out. I just trimmed it to fit into the kind of fold of my Traveler's Notebook and stamped out "Life is Good." This morning and this evening was already a part of the notebook, so I just used some crystal drops to make them look like little mini suns, and I really love that. Added a little embellishment on the side and called it done. I believe I've shared this on Instagram, but I do not have a process video for it. I'm just documenting a night out with family and friends. We went to a comedy show. It was amazing. We had so much fun. So I just added a little journaling, layered my photo, added some fussy cut out flowers, and then just added some Nouveau drops just to bring in the pink from the pattern paper that was on the notebook. I trimmed this Friends Are the Best from an Ali Edwards 3x4 card and stamped out "Yay Friendship" and called it done. Really simple, so cute. One of my favorite spreads for sure. I have this 4x8 photo of my family and I on our family vacation. There was this polka dotted pattern paper. I'm not big on large polka dots, if that makes sense. And I had no idea what I was going to do. So I just decided to keep it simple. I used this Together chipboard from one of my chipboard sheets and then added this Make Your Own Magic and thought I was done. But I thought to myself, it would look pretty cool if I used my crystal drops to fill in some of these polka dots and bring in some of these colors. And I just did that for a few. I skipped a few, and I really like how simple it is, but yet it's so cute. And I think I have a new love for polka dots. I might be doing that a lot in the future. A picture of my daughter. This has no story. It's just a picture of my daughter. So I decided to just add a few little layers right behind her photo and a doily, and then use these speech bubbles that came in a Studio Calico kit a long time ago and has been in my stash for a while. I just decided to add "You Make Me Happy" on each little speech bubble. And it's very simple, but it turned out really cute. And by the way, after I used these speech bubbles, I needed them for something else, which was really funny because they've been in my stash forever and I never used them. But there you go. Sometimes leaving them is a good thing and a bad thing all at once. This next photo, I do have a process video for it. It's a picture of my sister and I. My sister lives overseas, so I only get to see her once a year, which is sad. But I did want to document how much I love her and kind of show our friendship through this spread. I used some Spellbinder die cuts. Love these die cuts. They're so elegant, so pretty. So I used those to layer my photo and layer my title. I also added some black stars just to give some depth to my spread. And I added a few little stamping here and there and called it done. I really love this one, and as I said, I will add the process video up at the eye for you guys. So the next spread I cannot share, and I think that's the last one. That last spread I created for a Studio Calico workshop. And if you want to see that and how it came together, you can check out Studio Calico's workshop. And I believe this was June's workshop or July, I'm not sure. But anyways, you guys, that's it for my June 2018 Traveler's Notebook from Studio Calico. I was able to get like 13 spreads in here, and look how beautiful and bulky this thing is. That always means that there's a lot of beautiful memories in here. The more bulkier they are, the better for me. But I'm really excited about these Traveler's Notebooks, and hopefully I get to share July very soon with you, because I did finish my July Traveler's Notebook from Studio Calico, and I've been working in my August one, and we'll be sharing some spreads and process videos in my August Traveler's Notebook with you guys very soon. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye!